Hello everyone, Shivananda Sharma Memorial RV College Video Lectures and ISR Initiative. SSM College, one of the premier institutes run by the prestigious RV group of institutions, has come up with a unique initiative to engage students at the time of this unforeseen medical emergency caused by corona outbreak. As a socially responsible institution, we would like to connect academically with students to make good the losses caused. In this connection, I, Pavana R. Kulkarni of Department of Business Administration, has posted a video on the subject Business Research Methods and the topic Tools for Collection of Data Part B. Because in the previous, on the same topic, I have covered only the portion. So remaining will be covered in today's lecture. Please watch the video till the end and like, share with your peer group and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So let us discuss about attitude today. In the previous class, I discussed about the questionnaire. Questionnaire is also one of the important technique used in research. The second tool used in research is attitude. Attitude is what? It is a behavior of individual which has some set of properties. Such behavior is called attitude. Now let us understand the characteristics of attitude. First one, it is capable of being observed. An attitude is what? It is a behavior observed by the researcher. Attitude reveals tendency. It is not the actual behavior. It is measured on the basis of circumstances. In various situations, the attitude will vary. So it reveals the tendency of human behavior. Now let us understand what is the importance of the study of an attitude. First point, knowledge of attitude helps in business control. So every business should have the knowledge of attitude of employees. Then only it can further develop its business activities. Second point says that study of attitude helps in formulation of business ideas. So every marketer has to observe the attitude of customers. According to their attitude, behavior, he can plan his business policies. Third point states that knowledge of attitude facilitates market survey. Attitude of respondent must be studied in order to design and develop survey techniques like questionnaire and how to interact with them. They will get an idea when they study the attitude. Attitude helps in business forecasting. If attitude of people studied properly, then we can forecast the opportunities and threats associated with different circumstances in advance. And it helps in maintaining economic order. For economic order and its development, understanding each other attitude is very, very essential. Now let us understand the measurement of attitude. Normally there is no set of standards to measure the attitude because it varies according to the situation. It is difficult to measure the attitude exactly, but it can be predicted to some extent on the basis of human being behavior and their reaction in various situations. After understanding about the measurement of attitude, now let us understand what are the difficulties associated with measurement of attitude. First point states that attitudes are intangible because attitude is an intangible thing and it is based on the guesswork. We cannot predict exactly, so it is very difficult to measure. Second point states that it is complex. Attitude is complex in nature because attitude of a person or group of people is influenced by various factors and it is very difficult to predict exactly. And absence of proper scale. There is no exact measurement available to measure the attitude. Fourth point and the last point states that dynamic nature of attitude. It is, even though there is a measure available, it is difficult to measure the attitude because the attitude of a human being varies according to situation, time, and circumstances. So, it is dynamic in nature, which cannot be measured exactly. Attitude scales. Attitude scales are the measuring things designed for individual, institutions, or group of people under investigation. It is measured based on their approval or disapproval for certain phenomenon. Attitude measuring scales, there are four types. They have designed four types of attitude measuring scales. First one, opinion scale. In this scale, the opinion of person or individual is collected in order to measure the attitude. Some opinions will be favorable in nature and some other will be unfavorable in nature. Second one, factor scale. Some common factor which establish relationship is taken as measure for attitude. The next one is multi-dimensional scale. This attitude measuring scale is used to study independent variables which are to be studied simultaneously. Rating scale, it is used to study attitude of an individual based on their opinion and judgment. Now let us understand motivational research technique. So it is the third research tool. The first one was the questionnaire, second one was the attitude, third one is motivational research technique. It is a technique used to extract the hidden information in the minds of customer when they are unwilling to provide it. Such technique is called motivational research technique. There are various elements of motivational research technique. First one is attitude research. Repeated advertisements are made to maintain favorable mindset among the customers. Assumptions, second one. Consumer will frame some assumptions based on the information. They will reject if it is not coming according to their assumption. Third one is sensation. It is the reaction of people based on their mental status. Fourth one is image. The customer will frame some image based on the information or the reaction of the people. Such image can be changed by the researcher through continuous advertisement. Motives. It is a need, urge, or wants that are there in the mindset of individual. Now let us understand various types of motivational research technique. The first one is disguised structure technique. In this technique, to measure the attitude of respondents when they are not ready to answer accurately, this technique will be used. When the respondents are not willing to answer accurately, then we will use disguised structure technique. The second one is disguised non-structured technique. Under this, various tests are conducted like word association test, sentence completion test to analyze the minds of respondents. Third one, non-disguised structured technique. In this, standard questionnaires are designed to analyze the people behavior. Last one, non-disguised non-structured technique. It is conducted spontaneously. Spontaneous questions are asked to analyze their response and their mindset. The last one in tools for collection of data is statistical technique. Statistical technique is a technique used to measure the research data statistically. The various statistical tools are used in the research work. So it has to be applied according to the need and requirements of the research. Various examples of statistical tools are ANOVA, chi-square test, regression rank, correlation, and analysis of variance, etc. These are the techniques. These techniques should be used by the researcher according to the requirement of the research. Thanks for watching till end. Please like, share and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.